Hello, 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 lovely people. I am back. This is a humongous comic book haul. The comic book store I go to had like a big clear out, and so I managed to get like 15 comics for $10, which was the deal. And I found some more around the place as well. So humongous sort of haul, a bit of a random one too, just because it was just thrown in stock they had. So this is George Perez's Sirens. I thought it was a pretty cool cover. It actually wraps around the back because, we don't get the clear boards here. So this will be perfect cover for a clear board. But that is the first one. Then we have, that's 6 of 6. Captain Kidd #1 from Aftershock. Again, these were part of the 15 comics for $10. So we go. I know nothing about Aftershock or Captain Kidd. Obviously didn't do too well. The Sovereigns #1 by Dynamite. No, #0. Pretty cool cover. Well, it's $1 anyway. I've never seen that. There we go. It's $1 anyway. Hawk and Dove #1. And cool thing about this cover is it's done by Mr. Liefeld. So that's cool. Because this is going to be a new TV show coming up. Hawk and Dove. #1. And then Justice League United #1. These are all in pretty good condition, as you can see. They're not beat up too much. Just pretty good. Usually like the cheapo box, that's usually a couple of dollars each. This is pretty beat up because they're not bagged and boarded. But these are pretty sweet. I bought this because it was just a cool cover. Power Girl and Huntress. JSA Classified #3. Yeah, just a cool cover. Featuring Power Girl. I don't mind Huntress. She's a pretty cool character. JSA All-Stars #1. Another cool cover. Yeah, I managed to find a whole bunch of #1s in their clear outs. Colt. This is a really recent one. I don't know why. Maybe it didn't sell too well. But Colt Eternal #1 by IDW. So I remember picking it up digitally, I think. I don't know. But I remember reading it. Or maybe I picked it up before. Anyway, I have it now for $1. Or less than $1 when you work it out. Sovereigns #1. So the other one was #0. This is #1. I haven't read any of these, apart from Colt Eternal, which I've read before, which I didn't mind. Giant Killers, this is another recent one. I don't know why it was in the cheapo bin. Maybe it didn't sell too well. So here in Australia, if you're going to charge, so $3.99 is like $8 here in Australia. So your comic book needs to be good if you want Australians to buy it. And if no one buys it, I guess that's why it ends up in the cheapo bin. So, Giant Killers, looks pretty cool though. Another IDW. JSA, #70. Some of these do have a whole bunch of first appearances in them. I looked them up. I just can't remember off the top of my head. Another JSA 33. Apparently it's named the best comic of 2001 by Wizard. So there we go. Another cool cover. Justice Society of America #20, Huntress and Power Girl. Again. So the dynamic duo. No, it's not, is it? Is it not? Oh, I got a mental blank. Maybe it's not. I'm pretty sure it is though. Oh, Huntress. Thinking because the ring, the Green Lantern ring's throwing me off a bit. And then now let's go. I managed to find this on the store shelf. I did find later it's got a little bit of an indent. It's very hard to see, but I can feel it. Jim Lee, Dark Knight's Metal number 5. This was still on the shelf, and apart from the little indent here, it's actually in pretty good condition. So I don't know why anyone left it on the shelf. Usually the Jim Lee ones like go super quick, so I am super happy to pick it up. Not as good as the other Jim Lee one, Wonder Woman one, my favourite one, but it's pretty good. Especially like the blood coming out of the nose and all that sort of stuff. So we go, and then Tomb Raider number 3. Oh. I think this is the final one. I think that was the deal. Sideways. The new character, Sideways. Apparently he teleports, or she teleports. I haven't really read into it too much. I read like a little blurb. Teleports, and that's the power. I'm keen for these new characters. It's good to have a refresh of like bringing in new characters. What else is there? Let's leave those for last. These were the ones I picked up. Where did I pick these up from? I don't know what you call them over there, but we call them like pawnbrokers. And so they'd never seen anyone, like the staff, never seen anyone do comic books there before. So they had like these massive piles. A lot of them were beat up, but they didn't know what to do with them. So like, have a look through them and then we'll guess the price. And so it was a bit risky, so that's why I only picked up a couple. And a couple that were in okay condition. This is in pretty good condition. But they charged me $5 each for it. I don't know if it's good or bad, but this is a cool name, Freak Force. It's a number 1. Looked pretty cool. Freak Force. Probably couldn't have one of these in a TV show these days. No, it's very how you going with calling someone a freak. And then this was in the pile. I was like, take Superman, the Man of Steel 18. It's in pretty good nick. However, there's a little bit of water damage on the cover. It's hard to see, but it's there. Like, it hasn't really ruined it, it's just changed the colour a little bit. Like, it's a little bit orange there. Unless it's part of the cover, I don't know. But it's in pretty good nick, and I was definitely okay with paying $5 for this one. Definitely. What else do we have? Stormwatch number 1. I'm pretty sure, yeah, this was a Jim Lee cover. That's what I was like, I'll take Jim Lee covers. Again, another one in pretty good condition. They had a whole bunch of like Spider-Man and stuff that were just beat up, and I was like, I'm not even gonna go through that. And Old Mac number 1, which is the first appearance of the Old Mac. And then finally, you got a sneak peek before, but I thought I'd leave it to last. I got not 1, but 2 of these X-Men Red amazing covers. I love it. The comic book store I went to, they only had, in terms of variants, they had this one, and they had, what was the other variant they had? The blank variant. And I was like, I'm definitely going to take 2 of these. So I was keen, and hopefully at Supernova this year, here in Sydney, Tom Taylor would be there again, just like he signed that. I'm going to get him to sign this and my new X-Men #1. The one he did, I can't remember what it's called. New Wolverine #1, that's the one I'm thinking of. So I'm going to get him to sign both those two. Hopefully he's at the convention. And that'll be cool to get graded, because these are in minty condition. Just how cool is that cover? That is cool. Anyway, that is my humongous pickup. I'm sorry if I dragged on a bit too long. 11 minutes, holy dooly. Anyway, thanks for watching, and until next time, bye!